Big Run, the new Salmon Run event mode that we've heard about since the Splatoon 3 Direct, but that's been kept secret from us thus far. All we know is that it'll take place in multiplayer stages, pretty much like an invasion of the city. And when there's something with not enough info, you know what that means. It's theory crafting time. Today, I'm going to discuss all of my ideas and expectations I have for Splatoon 3's Big Run event. As usual, if there's any ideas you guys have that I don't mention, feel free to leave them in the comments below. With that aside, let's get straight into it. This first idea is quite a popular one, and probably the one I'm most excited for, which is having Splatsville Square themed around an invasion, like how the square changes for Splatfest. For example, they could change the sky color, have salmonid ink on the buildings, giving the Inklings and Octolings different expressions, or even spicing up the news announcement with an emergency broadcast style when announcing the event. All these kinds of elements would give Splatsville the true invasion atmosphere. Some people have already made their own concept videos to show how Splatsville could look on YouTube and Twitter, which is awesome. I really hope something like this ends up happening for Big Run, mostly to make the event feel less bland. This second idea will be everything related to the reward bar. At the moment, the Salmon Run rewards consist of these prizes you can see on screen. As you can see, beyond 1200 points, you only get a gear piece every other 100 points, which gives no reason to play beyond 1200 points, which of course makes sure that you don't get addicted to slaughtering the salmons, but I think for a special event like Big Run, the reward bar should be more rewarding. Beyond 1200 points, adding things like regular capsules, and maybe even more special capsules would give more motive to play Big Run. They could also add scales to the reward bar, instead of always getting them from king salmonids. I'm not going to make a fully planned out reward bar, but you can get the gist. Just buffing the reward bar to make Big Run a more special occasion. Another aspect to bring to the reward bar would be having 10%, 100%, and 333% battles just like Splatfest, essentially multiplying the points earned to the reward bar by said percentage. It would pretty much work like a clone of how it works in Splatfest. This would again put more incentive to grind Big Run, but I don't think it should be too overdone to the point where the rewards are completely broken, but just a nice boost. These next ideas are for everything involved with the in-game action. First one, of course, being new enemies. Now it might sound like a very high standard to be adding new enemies each time, but depending on the frequency of Big Run events, it might not be so unrealistic. And it would be awesome for the mode. They might not have to add new enemies for every Big Run, but I think Big Run is a perfect opportunity for when they do. Same thing applies for maps. We know that it takes place in Inkopolis and Splatsville, and that new maps are to be added in future updates. So again, having them in Big Run would be a great opportunity. There have also apparently been new things found in the game files, but I of course won't be discussing those as it's not anything officially announced. Second are the weapons. The minimum they could do would be having random weapons, but I think a good idea would be giving the ability to choose your weapon, not including Grizzco weapons of course, as that would be what everyone would choose. But being able to choose out of the normal main weapons would be a fun time in my opinion. I think they could do this while also keeping the chance of getting a Grizzco weapon. These in-game changes would help Big Run feel fresh, and I hope they end up happening. Now lastly is everything post Big Run. I think it would be cool to have rewards like Splatfest, whether it be sea snails or any other item. But the main problem comes with finding what the rewards would be based off of, as with Splatfest, it's a fight of teams, and how well each team did versus the other. But with Salmon Run, it's just you versus salmonids, so it's hard to find a category that would best fit. My best idea I could come up with would be the completion rate of king salmonid fights, with a higher completion rate giving a better reward. Again, if you have any good ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. Either way, some kind of ending reward would be nice. So those are all my ideas for the Big Run event. As usual, if you have any ideas yourself, leave them below. I really hope at least a few of these get included in Big Run to really make this event more fun and worth playing. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe, and follow my Twitter in the description. Thank you all for watching.